Chris Tucker has a way of turning even the most ordinary situations into comedy gold. Here are some of his funniest moments.
We're supposed to be in all this. No, I'm gonna tell you, because you need to know. These Republicans are crazy as hell. They tried to put me out of office, shit. And the economy was up. They don't give a damn. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No matter who gets mentioned, Chris seems to have a personal connection, or at least a funny memory involving them.
He knows everybody. Like, not only do I know Michael Jordan, I was like, there's this guy, Howard White, who works at you. I know Howard White.
Yeah.
You know everybody?
I kind of do, you know what I mean? You know everybody, man. You're everywhere. Where are you right now? I'm like, I'm in Saudi Arabia with the king.
Oh my
I'll call you right
God.
back. He's giving gifts away.
Okay, how about like Stevie Wonder? You know Stevie Wonder?
I know Stevie. Stevie's, oh man, he called me.
Keep trying. You're gonna have to go way deep into Stevie Wonder.
My brothers, they was all laughing at me like, all right, I'm gonna come down there and see you perform. And I invited them down to the comedy club, and they was down there, and I was on the list, but you know, being a comedian, you might not get to go up.
It's not guaranteed.
So I didn't get to go up that night, so I had to ride all the way home, and they was in the car. I thought you was a comedian. You know, God, you didn't go up and all this stuff, and I said, okay, one day I'm gonna go up, y'all gonna see. So now they ask me for money every day, and I said, I thought you was gonna pay me back.
Over the years, Chris has crossed paths with countless celebrities and somehow always ends up with a hilarious story to tell.
So I went to Africa one time with Bill Clinton. That was fun. We went to like 3-4 countries in Africa. He invited me to Africa, man. He invited me. He said, Tucker, you want to go to Africa with me? I think you'll like it. You're black, I'm black. I started doing impressions of Bill Clinton, and he started liking it. He was like, oh, shit, that sounds just like me. So I started doing the impressions, man. Everywhere we went, he wanted me to do them. Every country we went to, finally I got tired. We got to Nigeria. He wanted me to do it in front of the president of Nigeria. Mr. President, I'm tired. You know, it's been a long trip. Maybe I won't do it this time. Tucker, come on now. I need you. I done set it up now. Come on, don't let me down. You want to ride home, right? Huh? You want to ride commercial or private? You let me know, Tucker. That's a long-ass flight home, Tucker. That's a long...
Few celebrities were as mysterious as Prince. When Chris met him, it was an experience he never forgot.
You now are hanging out with celebrities that don't hang out with anybody else, like Prince. You hang out with Prince now.
Prince have a club in his house. So people go over there and he invites special guests, I guess. Prince is shy, so I didn't know. I just heard this noise behind me and I didn't know what it was. He just trying to get my attention. He was like, ooh. I was asking my friends, I was like, what's that noise? He was like, ooh, ooh. He said, man, that's Prince trying to get your attention. So I turned around and I was like, hey, Prince, how you? He's small, so I was like, hey, Prince, how you doing?
For most people, going to the mall is no big deal. But when you're Michael Jackson, even the simplest outing can turn into complete chaos.
One time we went to a mall. He forgot he was famous. He was like, I gotta go to the mall. Go to the mall. And we finally said, Michael, you can't go in the mall. Only thing was in the car was a Spider-Man mask. So Michael said, I'll put this on. We'll go in and we get. I said, Michael, you can't do that. We go in the mall, and he was getting away with it until people figured it out, because I was with him, and he was like, Chris, is that Michael Jackson in that Spider-Man mask? Man, all of a sudden, the mall went crazy, and they had to scoot us out. You should have seen it.
Oh my God.
Chris has crossed paths with countless celebrities over the years, but his stories about Michael Jackson are in a league of their own.
You hang out with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael is my boy. He's cool, because he called me sometimes to check up on me, see how I'm doing. He's like, how you doing, Chris? And when he really missed me, he called me Christmas. Hey, Christmas, how are you? It felt good. At first, I was like, why you calling me? But then it started sounding good. I was like, say that again, Mike. He's like, Christmas? Is that what you mean? Yeah.
I used to get on teachers' nerves. They used to hate me. They used to get mad. They say, listen, Chris, if you act up again, I'm gonna call your mama. I said, if you're gonna call my mama, you're gonna have to pay the phone bill, because the phone been cut off for 2 weeks. He's sick! Go to the principal office. But I didn't care, because I was in the principal's office so much, I was cool with the principal. We were tight. He'd be like, what'd you do this time? Call my mama, pay the phone bill. Man, you crazy, you crazy.
Most people would jump at the chance to explore China with Jackie Chan. For Chris Tucker, it turned out to be a very different experience than he expected.
What's it like in China with Jackie Chan? Is it just ridiculous?
He's the man. Jackie owned everything. He's like, you like hotel? He said, you like hotel? I said, yeah, it's my hotel. That's my hotel. No. So I got to do more movies. And then he was like, wow, you over here? I said, I came to see you. What do you think I'm over here for? You're the only person I know in China. Walks around with like 15 people, and then I'm like in the back of the 15 people. Jackie, wait up, hold up. It's gonna look right, man. We're supposed to be together. He's like, oh, they're coming
come on, restaurant. We go to a restaurant.
Most people assume Chris Tucker and Michael Jackson had been friends forever. In reality, their friendship began because of one very expensive mistake.
I spent a lot of money to see Michael, because I took a private plane to New York, because Michael told me, you know, when you finish Rush Hour, come see it. So I knew he was there. I called him before I went because I was going there for something else, and I didn't hear anything. So I got on that same private plane, flew back to Los Angeles. You know, I was done. As soon as I landed, I got a message from Michael Jackson's office, like, Michael want to meet you tomorrow in New York City. I was like, what? I went right up to the captain's seat, and I said, take me back to New York. They said, well, is this going to cost? I said, I don't care. You got my credit card. Just take me back.
Robert De Niro has a reputation for being one of the most intense actors in Hollywood, but when Chris Tucker finally worked with him, he discovered De Niro was a lot more normal than people would expect.
Worked with Robert De Niro in this movie. What's it like working with Robert De Niro?
Oh, that was cool working with Mr. De Niro, because you think about Robert De Niro, Mr. De Niro, this legend and stuff, but he's just like us, I was with him, he asked simple questions like me. He's like, what are you having for lunch? What you having? I don't know. Whatever you're having, whatever you want to have. Whatever they serving, I take whatever they. That's a, go ahead, Mr. De Niro. You're just like us, Mr. De Niro.
Everyone knew Michael Jackson had a reputation for being generous. Chris was about to find out just how generous Michael could be.
He would give you anything if you liked something. Like I was just complimenting a flat screen TV he had, and he gave it to me. I was like, Michael, give it. But then the black came out of me. I started liking everything after that. I said, Mike, I like that Rolls Royce. That's a bad Rolls Royce. Not the old one, the new Rolls Royce, right there. He was like, you like it, Chris? I said, yeah, I like it. He said, you sure you like it? I said, yeah, I like it. He said, well, you better go buy one, because I ain't giving you my Rolls. Mama calling me for Christmas, wanting a Christmas gift and shit. I always want something. So, Mama, why the every time you call, you always want something? Why the just can't talk? You know I ain't got no money. I told her, I said, I'm broke. Broke as a mother. I'm so broke, if a rob me, he'll just be practicing.
The bond between Michael and Chris seemed unbreakable, but one unforgettable night pushed their friendship to its limit.
The Bee Gees, Barry Gibbs. I was like, damn, this is fly. And all of a sudden, both of them started singing. They were singing How Deep Is Your Love. I said, God damn. It was just me and a dog looking. The dog was even surprised, like, damn, this is fly. So they started singing. Michael started singing first. Man, I never heard him sing live before. He was like, how deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to know. And I got caught up and came in. Come to you on the summer breeze, and I can say, and you know it. And Michael was like, Chris, no.
When you become a Hollywood star, people expect you to live a Hollywood lifestyle. Chris Tucker had other ideas.
People think stars live in Hollywood. You live in Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Decatur, Georgia. So I'm back and forth. I'm halfway in California. I'm halfway in Georgia, man. So I love it down there.
Do they leave you alone in Atlanta?
Sometimes it's because they don't see a lot of celebrities, so they be coming up to me, looking at me like, hey, man, you? I'll be like, yeah, me, you? I'll be like, what you doing out here in the grocery store shopping? I gotta eat too, I'm getting some food. You think I'm a superhero? Get away from my cart, man.
Is Donald Trump your president? What, do you consider him your president?
Do you mean Donald? Are you serious? Believe me. I know Chris Tucker. He's a great comedian, great guy. I like him. It's true. I do like him. I met him. I didn't say much, but I said hello.
Michael Jackson wasn't the only superstar Chris Tucker knew for his generosity. As it turns out, Jackie Chan had a reputation for giving back just as much.
First rush hour, Jackie Chan would give me a gift. Every day he'd send it to my trailer. Yeah, I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, he's so nice. And I had to buy him something out the wild. I said, I gotta get him something. But then I realized he's from China. They make everything over there. He was getting it for free anyway. Chris, shut up. You hear me? Shut up. And I knew she couldn't get up and move because it was in the middle of the church. So I said, Mama, you shut up, Mama. Mama. Are you done lost your mind, Chris? Now I said, shut up, boy. Mama, I said, shut up, lady.